You are looking live at the St. James. I mean, do we need a bigger name? In Springfield, Virginia, where the New Jersey Bandits U19 girls are getting set to take on St. James. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here, bringing you all the Saturday night hockey action on RizzoVision, and we're glad that you are joining us. Boy, it has been a few years since I have been down here into the most impressive athletic facility I've ever really seen, the St. James here. We try to give you a look at it. It's high ceilings. Here's the stands behind us. You don't really quite get the great part of the look. And we go all the way over to here and you can see tall windows on the far side. Well, on the other side of that, there's a second floor, and there's everything that you can think of for athletics here at this facility. There are 2 Olympic-sized pools, a water park, no, I'm not joking, 2 hockey rinks, football fields. There literally are high school football games going on across the hall from us as we speak on a Saturday night, and just myriad, every workout machine and facility that you could think of, and TV screens abound in all the hallways. So if you are some of those who maybe are watching the Ohio State Notre Dame football game on one screen and Bandits hockey on the other, well, if we stepped outside, we could probably see one of those screens. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stay focused here and bring you all the action as the Bandits look to build off of a successful Sunday victory against the New Jersey Rockets. They won that one 6-1. The day before, they were shorthanded and fell 4-0 to the New York Islanders with a truncated lineup, mainly to the celebration of Rosh Hashanah. But now, once again, with a full or mostly full bench here, still a few players missing, but plenty good enough and plenty of players that are ready to go. Bandits with the black jerseys, they have the bespectacled numerals that are something like silver, and the black pants with socks that have their colors on the front and back with this cool stripe that they have in the middle, and you can see it probably a little bit better here at ice level for this one. Harper Keenan will guard the net to your YouTube right, and it is Alejandra Neal in there for St. James with the ST and J in front and the Penn State type colors. And we're underway from Springfield, Virginia. We'll be down here at neutral ice today, as just above us is the netting that destroys the picture quality. So as long as things go well, we're going to hang down here and we'll see how that does. Folia starts out up front with McSherry and Sperling on defense. It is Olivia Rothstein and Fernanda Venuto. Bandits retreat into their own end as the first 40 seconds of play have gone by, and it's been a little bit of a neutral zone battle so far. Up the near side wall, Mia McSherry chips it forward. St. James players move it back into their zone. Gimiliano, now it's up to Bowers, who's trying to cross neutral ice but can't get it through, and Maeve McNulty sends it in. McNulty now out on the left wing. Izzy Camerata on the right wing. Gabby Rothstein centers the line. Up to the near side wall, you get a good look at Maeve McNulty, number 4. She gains the line on the right side. Tries to fire it, but Gimiliano got a piece of it. It goes around the end board, centered by Camerata, but Bowers picked it off and chips it up the far side wall for Samantha Rosenberg. 2 Rosenbergs, 1-2, 122. Samantha 2, Yael 22 for St. James. If you're just tuning in, we're glad you're here. St. James, the opponents tonight in the white and blue. Very similar to the Penn State colors and schema. And the Bandits, of course, in their signature black uniforms It's all of the trim. Logan Shoemaker-Gromick hustles back to pick that one up, and number 2 sends it off the far side. Andy Scott got a piece. Ava Otterbahn was there. It's chipped in, and a 2-on-1 wrist shot. There's a save by Keenan, and she holds on as Julia Salem got in deep off the funky attempted clear. And Keenan with a nice save early on, the first registered shot of the game for either team. Yael Rosenberg had the feed over there and nearly had the conversion. Back and forth they go. They play with it behind the end line. Gate over there, centering feed, doesn't get through. Otterbahn, there's a shot. Keenan with one save with the right pad and another, and she hangs on. So St. James putting the pressure on down low. The clock's still running. And they tick off an extra 5 seconds there. You figure it's not going to be a big deal if it's just 5 seconds, but you never know if that sort of thing keeps happening. St. James in the faceoff. Scimiliano, number 14. I'm going to pronounce it the Italian way. And she is there. And here's Mia McSherry chipping it in and hustling after it. McSherry chases after it, sends it to Sperling. Sperling looked to center it. She had Folia but didn't quite connect. Olivia Rothstein gets it down low. It's off a skate. Referee obscuring play there for a moment. And it's a shot that goes off of the shoulder of Neal. Let's see if they give her her first save on that. They probably should. If she wasn't there, the puck would have gone in the net. But from that scorer's area, it's not always easy to see all of the pucks that have gotten at the net, so they do the best they can. Fernanda Venuto up through the neutral zone, has Jessie Sperling, doesn't have the numbers, and she'll take it on the sharp angle. Neal makes the save, rebound, pounded by Folia. McSherry has it, tries to move it forward, has to take it into the corner. It comes up the near side wall. Shoemaker-Gromick picks it off, but Rosenberg picks it back away. 2 versus 2. Wrist shot by Samantha Rosenberg well over the net. Chipped forward by Sperling. Loftus stepped into her lane, but Sperling was jumping off for a change anyway. With speed right through the middle is Bowers, getting down low, lower, wrist shot, save Keenan, and she covers it up. Bowers was looking for the 5-hole. Willa Bowers, 19 in white. Keenan slammed the door and covered it up. Gabby Rothstein wins the face-off, but needed a little support from her friends, didn't quite get it. And the Bandits here pinned back in their own end for much of the first few minutes here, 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. Coming at the net, trying to shovel it forward, was Yael Rosenberg. She couldn't quite do it. 22. They'll play with it along the far wall. Chipped out. Camarada is going to try to race Camiliano. Camiliano will get there. Picked off by McNulty. Oh, it was looking like she was just going to get it and walk in. It was just about a millimeter too far off the stick. McNulty kept it in for a moment, but McDonald knocked it away with the skate. Venuto has it, neutralized, tries to reverse it. Getting a piece was McDonald. And Venuto has it, reverses it nicely for Camarada to Gabby Rothstein. She'll come in 2-on-2 with McNulty and having to hold up at the line were McNulty and Camarada. Rothstein, wrist shot. Neal might have gotten a piece or it went wide. Take your pick. Near side wall, bumped away. Camarada was shielding off McDonald and prevented an easy breakout, so Venuto now takes it. Camarada comes in, cuts toward the middle, tries to dangle between one, gets it through, but then wasn't quite far enough, and one of the St. James players was able to recover. St. James comes in onside. Batchelor tries to get through, 64. She got close, but Sienna Batchelor couldn't finish the deal. Far side wall, Hill has it. Ayla Hill retreats back. Now Sienna Batchelor got a piece of that one, so it won't be an icing, and it wasn't far enough anyway. Shoemaker Gromick now up the far side wall for Rizzo, but a little too strong, and Hill sends it back in. Shoemaker Gromick now with it again. And it's picked up there by St. James. Gate had it up to the point now, looking to tee it up, blocked away. Here comes Bellin. She had Rizzo up the left wing, but didn't quite see her, and St. James brings it in offside. Rizzo was looking to break up the left wing. Bellin just couldn't quite corral the puck fast enough, and the offside on St. James. 10:49 left first period. Saturday night hockey from Virginia. It was a monsoon driving down here, but we did get a break, and it was not nearly as bad. It was bad in some spots, but pretty much made it through Maryland and the lower part of the New Jersey Turnpike without much rain happening as Mia McSherry brings it in. Everyone arrived safely and promptly, which is all you could ever ask for. Rosenberg sent it forward but couldn't get it in, and Mia McSherry picks it up. She's 1 on 5, and she's able to dump it enough to affect some change, and Jesse Sperling coming off the bench has it. Shot, big save by Neal, and it comes off to the near side and picked up and broken out by St. James. Rosenberg lets it go. Now it's picked up by Bauer. She's 1 on 4, wrist shot. Keenan saw it all the way, waffle boarded it to the near side wall. Venuto has it, looking for time and space, and a nice pass up the middle for McSherry, packs it forward. Picked off by Folia with the skate. Olivia Rothstein back to Julia Folia. Folia tries to tee it up. It's off one of the St. James sticks and exceeds the height of the tall glass behind the net for the face-off. It's hard to remember a time when there was no netting above there, but after they instituted it in the NHL, it just became a thing everywhere. Sent through traffic, Neal saw it and kicked it away. They work it down in between, centering feed through everybody. This is not going to be an icing because the Bandits sent it down on their own. So Venuto has to trek just about the length of the ice to retrieve it. Tipped by Olivia Rothstein, and we'll get a little bit of a break there thanks to Maeve McNulty, 1 on 2, being in the right place at the right time with good positioning. That puck was shepherded out of the zone. It comes out of the zone once again, and Venuto retreats to get it, plays catch with Olivia Rothstein, and they move it into the offensive zone. Camerata tees it up, wrist shot, went wide and high. McNulty tried to send it toward the middle, got it on the heel of the stick and didn't get it through, but didn't quite lose possession or position as much. And here comes McDonald for St. James, 2 on 5, and they are offside. Yael Rosenberg, just a little too ambitious getting into the zone. That whistle stops play with 8:42 left in the first period. No score between the Bandits in the dark jerseys and St. James in the white jerseys, to simplify it. Otterbein up front with Rizzo and Claus. Scott on D. That one brought out of the zone, and I'm not sure what they call there. The referee having a discussion with assistant coach Amanda Linklater, who I think was wondering why the whistle had blown there, as we all were, but I guess they called a quick offside on St. James again. And they line it up and do the same thing. Different result. Kicked off for a moment. Rizzo shepherds it out. Rizzo has claws ahead, but not in a lane. Gets through one, stood up at the line, was looking for Otterbein, and eventually they get it in, thanks to Shoemaker Gromick. Along the near side wall, they battle for it. It goes behind the end line, and they move it up the far side wall. Kept in for a moment by Mandy Scott, but it gets through her legs on the hard offering. Bounces hard off the boards in the middle. Rizzo and Otterbein break in. Rizzo down the middle, tries to shovel it to Otterbein, but somebody got a piece of it right there, just in time. Looked like Beimers. Rizzo had Otterbein down low and needed about another millimeter more to get it through, and they almost did. Those two have worked some magic here early on in their first season together as teammates. The former number 13s, Rizzo of the Rockets, Otterbein of the Colonials, and if you go back in RizzoVision and you look at those Rockets versus Colonial games, you'll see battles between the two 13s back then, now line mates creating goals together. It's part of the hockey journey. That's how it goes sometimes. You battle tooth and nail, you earn each other's respect, and the next thing you know, you're playing together and you're producing, wearing new jerseys and making new memories and having fun. Otterbein 58, Rizzo 21 in black. They've switched off now, and it's Folia up front with Sperling, who had the hat trick last week, and Mia McSherry hustling down, but this is going to be an icing unless the laws of physics stop working. And once again, the laws of physics remain undefeated, except in my cousin Vinny. Well, no, even then, it did not cook a grit in less than 5 minutes. And in parts of Virginia, you could get good grits as opposed to maybe any parts north of here. This is where the grits start getting good. Same crew out there up front, and on the back line, it's Olivia Rothstein and Fernanda Venuto. Teed up, and it hits the crossbar and goes out of play. Josephine Gemiliano, number 14, you got a good look at it right there. She got at the left point, teed it up, fired it off the crossbar. A crossbar that Harper Keenan is thanking right now for its fine work in keeping the game 0-0 with 6:54 left in the first period. These teams will battle it out again on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. on RizzoVision, so please join us for that. Breakfast with the Bandits. Gabby Rothstein chips it wide, loses her footing. It's kind of funny that you call it footing in hockey because nobody is on their feet. They have knives on the bottom of their feet. We call them skate blades. And that's what makes hockey such a wonderfully difficult and rewarding sport, because you have to do everything that the stick and ball sport people do, except you have to do it on ice with knives on your feet. Patiently moving it back into their own zone are St. James. I don't know if St. James has a nickname like the St. James Jamesons or something, but I just call them St. James. Camerata, you get a good look at her, trying to outrace Beimers for it. Beimers got there first, but Camerata took it away, centered it for McNulty, tried to back in and get a piece of it. Got the piece, but didn't get it at the net. McNulty now centering feed all the way through. Gabby Rothstein was there, Camerata was there. Nobody got it on their stick. They got it on skates and shin pads. Camerata threw traffic to McNulty, not much there. McNulty's trying to fight it forward and dump it, and she does. That's a great play. That is a winning play by Maeve McNulty. She's 1 on 2 or 3, and she's able to stand her ground, fire that puck in for a dump in that allowed the Bandits to change cleanly. There's a fresh forward line out there. Bellin with Rizzo. Blind pass right on the back of her stick. Good pass right there, connected. Rizzo was trying to get it over to Otterbein on the other side. St. James now moving it in. Centering feed batted right away by Mandy Scott. Bellin chips it around for Otterbein, who takes it behind the net. Otterbein looking for the breakout pass, finds Bellin. Bellin over to Rizzo, chipped off the edge of her stick. Bowers jumps off the bench to play it. Rizzo battles along the boards with it as Scott moves it up. Bellin on the near side, it's sent in offside, and that will stop play with 4:38 left, period number 1. 0-0, the Bandits in the dark jerseys, and St. James in the white with blue, the Penn State looking colors. The Bandits have their own really unique color scheme, I'd say. There's no comparable jersey or club as Harper Keenan makes. Well, we'll call it a save. Let's see if they put it as a shot on goal. They do put it as a shot on goal. She basically gloved it down instead of letting it continue through. The Bandits, with no discernible team or club that their jerseys are patterned after, they're wholly unique. And they're the best jerseys in all of youth hockey, the Bandits girls. The boys' jerseys are somewhat different. Gimiliano, this one fired not off the crossbar, and Harper Keenan saw it all the way with no traffic and was able to glove it down to stop play with 4:12 left in period 1. It's 0-0, and we'll have the debate all year. We'd love you to chime in the comments. Is the score 0-0, or when it's 0-0, is there no score? So it's either a score that's 0-0 or no scores. Me and McSherry wants to say, well, I'd prefer to just make it 1-0, but that doesn't quite happen. Yael Rosenberg comes in, sends it at the net. Keenan had to come out to try to play it, but it didn't get there fast enough. Bandits pick it up. Shoemaker-Gromick was 1-on-2 back there. Got a little help from Folia and picked it up, and she's taking it all the way. Sends it off of the referee's skate, and now still pursuing. Centering feed. It goes off one, but doesn't get through. The Bandits are usually real good in traffic down there, but St. James has done a good job packing it in front, and nobody's been able to get open front door or back door. There's Folia battling for a loose puck and gets to it, walks at the net, sharp angle, Neal save, rebound loose, and she covers it up. Alejandra Neal has her first maybe big test of the game right there, and she's up to it. 3 shots now for the Bandits, 7 for St. James. 3:16 left, period 1. 0-0. Gabby Rothstein on the dot, McNulty in the slot, Camerata on the right wing. Olivia Rothstein drifts all the way to the far side. Now, why did she do that? Because St. James positioned one of their forwards all the way on the opposite side, Battaglia. Maybe she goes by Battaglia, but we'll try the Italian pronunciation, Battaglia. So good job by the Bandits recognizing that some teams don't do things conventionally, and that's why Olivia Rothstein did that. Camerata deftly waits for McNulty to get onside. She's hooked and brought down. They don't call it, and they play on. Really nothing egregious either way so far, and if they want to just let them play and some of those minor infractions don't get called either way, that's good hockey. Bringing it all the way in and getting a shot was Venuto, but Neal made the save. Interrupted on the breakout by Gabby Rothstein, and she chips it to herself in the corner. Now regathering it is Gabby Rothstein and looking for someone in front, still looking, sends it. Neal blocked the centering feed and swipes it away to the near side. Venuto keeps it in with the right skate and passes it for Rothstein, who's going to break in, gets through one, wrist shot, right shoulder saved by Neal, and a right pad save! Olivia Rothstein whiffed on it for a moment, tried to get it back. That one's knocked down. It's going to be an icing unless that puck holds up. And the Bandits now putting on pressure. They've nearly evened the shots on goal. They might have evened them, but so far for the official scoring purposes, they haven't evened the shots. It's 7-6 St. James, but that means the Bandits have had the last 3 recorded shots on goal. Folia on the dot. Sperling in the slot, McSherry at the near side wall. Shoemaker-Gromick at the point, has to dump it cross ice. Sperling tries to knock it away, but it's picked up and moved out by McDonald. Leandra McDonald leaves it there for Saili Gate. Gate with it, a lefty, looking for someone, gets it to the point. They play catch. Beimers is there, but McSherry's all over her. And Loftus probably wanted that one back, but Beimers kept it in. Bandits trying to break out. They get it up, but not out. Picked off by Mandy Scott in the middle. Tough pass for Jessie Sperling, 1-on-2. Gets it knocked away, but Mandy Scott moves it forward anyway. Sperling retreats back into a defensive posture, doing Scott the favor that Scott did her. Shoemaker-Gromick through to McSherry, who's able to bat it forward and allow at least one forward to change. We get a good look at Mia right there. We'll give you a look at 13 in black. Off the wall on the far side. Scott with it. Mandy Scott pursuing forward. Trying to catch St. James on a change there. McNulty's going to walk it in. She's got McSherry with her. backhand feed is sort of blind. McSherry centering feed. Folger was tied up in front. Olivia Rothstein got it through traffic even without getting good wood or composite or whatever on it. She plays catch high-low with McNulty. McNulty trying to hustle in there. Sends it at the net. Neal knocked it down, and there was nobody in front to pound the loose rebound in. And so she's able to cover it up. 15.1 seconds left. Period 1, 0-0, the Bandits in the dark jerseys. And St. James in the white with the Penn State colors. 7-7 the shots on goal. Let's see if the Bandits here can maybe get one in right at the end of the period. Those are backbreakers. You score in the first or last minute of a period. Stepping into it was Olivia Rothstein and knocked out of the way. The period's going to expire as Camerata pounds it in. No score after one, and the shot 7-7. So the first 7 out of 10 shots went to St. James, and the last 4 to the Bandits. Harper Keenan saved them all, and so did Alejandra Neal. If you like what you see, and you just love that there's Saturday night hockey. It's not always on Saturday night, but we have a lot of Saturday night games this season. This will exceed the college football season, so your Saturday nights, maybe you'll have some NHL games to watch or just nothing else to do. Well, watching New Jersey Bandits hockey on RizzoVision is always something to do on a Saturday night or any time, live streaming or on demand. We are thankful for your support, and if you want to continue to do that, and this is the first time you're checking it out, no matter which side you're on, we are all for girls hockey here. So hit the subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we go live or upload a cleaner copy of the game, sometimes with edits, like last week's game against the Bandits, we did a second version of it where we added a few things, like some replays courtesy of Debbie Rizzo with the alternate camera, and a little graphic display of who was scoring goals and when and what time. You'll know when we upload that stuff as well, and we're glad to have you with us. If you're trying to figure this thing out still, you're like, well, I got on the live stream, I want to find the game again sometime later, but that live stream link is not there. The way that we title the games is the date starting with the year. So this one is 2023-09 for September, -23 for the 23rd. That will put them in a chronological order for you, and then it's NJ Bandits versus the opponent. So if you're on the opponent side, you can search the YouTube channel for your team's name, or if you're on the Bandit side, you can look for it that way, or really just subscribe, check out the playlist of 2023-24 New Jersey Bandits hockey games. So that's all that stuff that you need to know as we get ready for period 2. Harper Keenan guards the cage to your YouTube right. Alejandra Neal, the goal to YouTube left. Ready for the face-off, and we're underway, period 2. Gabby Rothstein out with Izzy Camerata, who has the puck, marches in, tees it up, and it's knocked away with the waffle board by Neal. Comes to the spot between the points, and Olivia Rothstein backhanded it in forwardly. Boy, if a goal happens right now, you're not going to see it thanks to the ref. Usually the refs are a little down lower, but I'm kind of hopefully in a spot where we capture all the action that you want to see. Dave McNulty, the other forward out there. There's a save, the first of the period by Keenan, and then maybe the second one. So the shots now, let's see if it's still 8-8. It is. So the first 41 seconds of period 2 have elapsed. Dead even on the shot clock and the scoreboard, and these teams will go at it again at 10:30 Eastern Time. Same rink on Sunday on RizzoVision. God willing. Battled for it in front of you. Near side wall. Sperling jumps into the zone, gets down low with it, Sharp angle at Neal, makes one save. McSherry pushes it forward. Another save by Neal, and now it's swept away. So 2 shots in the sequence there, one by Sperling, one by McSherry, and still 0-0. McSherry all the way back into her own zone. Gives it to Mandy Scott. Mandy Scott up the near side wall for Julia Folia. Folia up the left wing, gets bumped off, and the Bandits are going to have their first power play of the game. They'll call it a body check or interference. Take your pick. And it will be a 2-minute power play for the Bandits as Pavko heads to the box. And it looks like they're calling interference. I couldn't quite see what the referee was calling. It's either interference or a body check. The signals are very similar, but all I could see is the back of the ref. So Eva Pavko in the box, and the power play will start with Folia on the dot, McSherry in the slot, and Sperling, who has it now. Sperling looking, waiting. Here's Shoemaker Gromek, lost it there, was just trying to play catch with Sperling, and Gate will pick it up, gain the line of center, and send it down. Icing in effect in all situations at this level. So whether you're 4-on-5, 3-on-5, 3-on-6, if you send the puck down behind the red line and it crosses the end line, you've iced the puck and you will have a defensive zone draw. Sent in at the point by McSherry, who is going to get it now at the half boards and let Shoemaker Gromek man the point. Centering feed, Sperling tees it up. Oh wow, she missed that one by a country mile. Maybe she was looking to deflect it off somebody. There were bodies there. Scott between the points. Didn't quite corral it, and with Gate pressure, and she fired it back into a safe part of the ice. Shoemaker Gromek sends it toward the slot. It got all the way through. Folia was jumping up toward the puck, coming to get it like a shortstop charging a slow grounder, but if she had stayed her ground, it would have gotten to her right behind the D. Sperling sets it up. Here comes Shoemaker Gromek. Down low on the one-timer Folia, and there's a busted stick, and Folia will hustle off and grab another stick. She is still trying to get one. Maybe she grabbed a wrong-sided stick. Somebody was handing her a stick. She's a lefty. They were handing her a righty stick. And Gabby Rothstein saw what was happening and just jumped out. Now they'll try to complete the change, and I'll lament the cost as a dad of a new stick from the Folias. Because ouch, that hurts. Here comes Venuto. She's at the point as time will expire on the power play. Wrist shot, save, Neal covers up, and time expires at that moment as Pavko jumps onto the bench, and St. James has killed off the first power play of the game. It has, however, tilted the shots in favor of the Bandits, who now have a 12-8 advantage in that category, although the score remains 0-0. So the Bandits have had 9 of the last 10 shots in the game since St. James opened with 7 of the first 10. So it was 7-3 St. James, 9-1 Bandits since then. But nobody's dented the net on Saturday Night Hockey. Centering feed, McNulty was there for a moment, but got a couple of defenders on her. Olivia Rothstein calmly sends it down toward her sister, but it didn't quite get there. Venuto kept it in at the blue line. It looked from here like I was expecting the offside call, but she kept it in. Venuto steps in to Batchelor over there and won that battle. Near side wall, it comes toward the point. Camerata had to steer it out of the zone. She's hounded there, but gets tackled, and I think it's a first down. I'm not sure who. Penn State. First down, Penn State. Venuto walks it in, looking to set up. Full and even strength now, both teams. Venuto centers it, was looking for McNulty. Neal got a piece of it. There's a slapper that gets knocked down instead of redirected. Now the Bandits really buzzing, trying to put one in. They haven't found the back of the net yet. They did it 6 times on Sunday. Camerata sends it in, and Neal covers it up. For the whistle, 12:19 left, period 2, 0-0. The Bandits in the dark jerseys, and St. James at the St. James Palace, I'm just going to call it, because it is palatial, this place. Go Google it. The St. James, Springfield, Virginia. Otterbein on the dot, Claus in the slot, Rizzo on the left wing. Claus, the backhander off the faceoff. It didn't get all the way through as Janino picked it up. Sent around the boards on the near side. Rizzo keeps it in, but it's knocked out by the St. James player who got a piece, Salem. Sent in now and they chase after it. This is Pavko, who had the penalty, but with a little help from a friend, she killed it off. Otterbein shifted that one forward. Claus was trying to send it either at the net or toward Rizzo. Otterbein has it behind the end line, battling for it, still battling. It's sent up between the points. Claus and Scott make sure that McDonald couldn't run away. Otterbein comes down the middle, has Rizzo there. There's a shot. Is there a rebound? It goes behind the net. Scott sends it down low toward the corner. Otterbein centers it between the points. Shoemaker Gromick, wrist shot through traffic. Neal knocked it down. There's a rebound. Otterbein got a piece, but it was swept away. Centering feed as not a centering feed. It was around the boards and sent out. Shoemaker Gromick picks it up, waits for her charges to get onside, and the trio of forwards attack off the dump in. Rizzo picked it off right there. Can she find Otterbein or Claus? Looking, goes between the points for Shoemaker Gromick. Didn't get it cleanly, but Logan sends it into the corner. Big possession here for the Bandits. They've now doubled St. James in shots. It's 16-8, but will they get that first goal of the game? If they can, it'll be a biggie. Rizzo, shot! Oh, did she hit the post or did she hit the player? It ricocheted to the left. Scott couldn't get it through traffic all the way, but got it enough to the corner for Otterbein and Pavko to battle it out below the end line. Pavko up the far side boards, kept in by McSherry as the Bandits are doing the thing that is the most powerful in hockey. When you have the period of the long change, but you can change with possession in your offensive zone, you are just laying down the pressure on your opponent. Sperling comes in, has Folia down the middle. Here's Julia. She shoots. Big save by Neal, and she covers up and sweeps it away. Alejandra Neal got the right pad down as Folia was trying to get it in the middle with the backup stick. Julia broke her stick on the last shift, and she's looking to see if she has any goals in this stick as they bring the face-off outside of the zone. They might have said that there was incidental goaltender interference on that. The type that where the player has the right to be where they are, the goaltender has the right to be where the goaltender is, and there's this incidental contact as Heenan makes a big save with the shaft of the stick at close range, and that breaks a streak of Bandit shots. Well, not consecutively, but they did have the first 9 of the period, so that's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good streak. They had the first 9 of the period, and they had, let me do some math here. They had 13 of the previous 14 shots in the game, but still 0-0. Folia with Sperling and McSherry, who has the puck on the far side wall and is able to get it out. Talia over to the near side for Loftus, pressured by Sperling. Got plenty on it, and you get a good look at some of the faces. There's Olivia Rothstein. Sent in, no icing. Somebody got a piece of it right around center ice, so Fernanda Venuto gets it, tries to move it up. It's picked off by Rosenberg, Samantha Rosenberg, but nothing comes of it except a tie-up in front of the net and 2 players trying to get untangled. Julia Folia with the backup stick. Wrist shot goes wide. Gets her own rebound, looking for Sperling in front. Sperling taking up 2 players there, and the shot goes off of Neal's left pad. Moved up, and can they get it out? They can, and Folia picks it right up. Boy, Folia, ever since that stick break, she's like on a mission here. She shoots. It's off of a foot, comes down low, collision there between McSherry and Bowers, as they battle for it on the far side. Redirected in front, friendly fire, but Neal gets that. She's gotten everything. Sperling redirects a shot, but it doesn't go on net after Olivia Rothstein offered it. Venuto with a dipsy doodle. She goes down low, and she gets it taken away by Battaglia. Pinching in from the point is Mia McSherry. Venuto grabs it, exchanges with McSherry, and sends it back deep. Another extended possession in the offensive zone for the Bandits. They're getting very close, but Neal has kept it an even game here. Sperling pressing Loftus to go the other way with it. Steal. Here's Gabby Rothstein, wrist shot and a right pad save by Neal. Comes in front. Gabby Rothstein was trying to get it. Shoemaker Gromick tees it up through traffic, sends it wide. Gabby Rothstein will get it. They're changing forwards again. Wow, with possession in the offensive zone. A powerful move. When you're starting to dominate a game, that's one of the things you could do. Wrist shot doesn't get all the way through traffic. Batted forward by Camerata. Trickler goes to Neal, and she gets down on her pads and covers it up. With 7:18 left in period 2. Still 0-0, but the Bandits have absolutely been blitzing here with the pressure. 20-9 now, the shots on goal. So they've had, since being outshot 7-3 to start the game, they've outshot St. James 17-2. It hasn't showed up on the scoreboard. It's dead even there. Centering feed, and Harper Keenan leans down to cover it up. They give a shot on goal there, but once again, we'll talk about the laws of physics. If a puck is propelled at the net and the goalie makes a save, well, why does it register as a save? It registers as a save if the goaltender was not there. Would the puck have gone in the net? That's why when you're 6-on-5 and you've pulled the goalie, the only way the other team can get a shot on goal is if they score. So if a defender knocks it down, it's not officially a shot on goal, no matter how much it looks like one. So in that case, the puck came from the outside. It was at an angle that was never going to go into the net, but Keenan prevented it from going across, and when she gloved it down, they did give her credit for a save. But these things even out, and sometimes the official scorers, who are doing their best as always, and in almost all cases are volunteers. Some they'll see, some they won't see. In the end, it all gets pretty evened out. Otterbein on the dot, Rizzo in the slot, Bellin out there as well on the far side. Scott trickles down, backhand in front by Otterbein, and another save by Neal. Let's see if they put that one on the board. Puck loose in the middle of the ice, brought out by McDonald. McDonald 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Now everybody's in the offensive zone. There's some open ice out there. If somebody could corral a puck, getting down low with it, Rosenberg, centering feed, was trying to bat that one in. Yael Rosenberg has somebody in front. That's Salem, but it never gets there. Scott for Bellin to Rizzo. They break out. Rizzo tries to barrel through. Got through one. Gets a little help from Bellin. Oh, looked like Rizzo got onside there, but they called her offside. Maybe the skate had not hit the ice. Whistle stops play. 5:39 left period 2. Who is going to be the one to break the 0-0 tie? Is it going to be Jessie Sperling, who just gave you a little look, number 53? She had 3 on Sunday against the Rockets, and she marches in now. And she gets low, and she fires one over the net. So Neal didn't have to make that save. Folia with it, trying to get through Pavko. She'll go around her instead. Centering feed. Rosenberg knocked it down. You'll get a look at her now. Samantha Rosenberg, but Fernanda Venuto angles her off, picks it off, reverses field, sends it forward, but can't get it out as Bowers picked it off. McSherry's now going to pick it up, trying to see if she can dump that puck before Bowers gets there. She does. And the Bandits try to attack, but they can't get it possessed. McSherry now picks it up. Will come to the St. James logo in the middle of the ice. Get it picked off by Rosenberg. Rosenberg gets down low, but fires the shot wide. Shot still 21-10 here in favor of the Bandits. 4:40 left, period 2, 0-0. Who is going to break this tie? Will anybody break the tie? Olivia Rothstein with it up the boards on the near side. Fired out through the middle. It hops off of a stick. McSherry's one-on-one with Pavko. Pavko forces her wide. McSherry far angle shot. Knocked down by Neal and picked up and moved out by St. James. But it does allow the Bandits to change. So that's the part that you're not seeing. My camera's on Mia McSherry hustling at the net trying to make a play. But what you don't see is that the St. James players have to pinch back, and then the Bandits players are able to change cleanly as Keenan comes out, makes one save, and another, and the St. James player puts it in. Keenan was out. She thought she might have had it underneath. Leading the celebration line was Sienna Batchelor. We'll see if it was her. She that got the goal. I couldn't see it. There was so much traffic in front, and I didn't even see the puck go into the net. I just saw hands raised and then heard a whistle blow. So with 3:53 left, St. James has done the rope-a-dope. They've been out-possessed, they've been outshot, and somehow they have the lead. Centered toward the middle. McNulty was trying to fire that one off, but Batchelor lifted the stick, picked up the puck, and is able to get it into the offensive zone. Trying to steer along the end board, she does. Gets it to Gate. Batchelor centers it in front. Loftus tries to get it. Didn't have a shooting lane, but sends it down low. It's picked up the spirits of St. James here. They're now having their best shift. I mean, they just scored on a shift, but this is their best overall shift since early in the first period. McNulty trying to hustle it out. It's picked up by Gabby Rothstein. She's going to try to gain the line in the offensive zone, and she does by dumping it with a backhand as we exceed the 3-minute remaining mark of period 2. It's 1-0 St. James, and the whistles blow. There's going to be, it looks like an interference penalty, or is it body checking? And it is going to be Izzy Camarada that goes in. They're calling a roughing, it looks like. So Camarada with 2:52 left in period 2, and the Bandits trailing 1-0. We'll go to the box for a couple of minutes, and the Bandits, they love Izzy, but they want to make sure they keep her in the box for all 2 minutes because that will mean they've killed off the penalty. Folia and McSherry up front, Olivia Rothstein and Fernanda Venuto on the back line. Centered, loose. Oh, McSherry was looking to either break or send Folia. That could have been a big offensive chance. That one sent around. It's not icing because it was pushed forward by the St. James players. Here's Bowers. Willa Bowers gains the line on the offensive zone. Centering feed. Hill was trying to one-time it. They bring it all the way out. And not even realizing that they had to clear the zone. The Bandits very passive there. Allow them to regroup and just walk it right back in. Centering feed. Keenan knocked it away before it got there. Olivia Rothstein picks it up, trying to chip it up the near side wall. McSherry has it. McSherry's going to negotiate it out of the zone. Too strong for Folia, but they do get it out and force St. James to regroup. It comes in, but then quickly out. And Bowers sends it off the boards for herself, but was looking for Pavko. Steered McSherry off of there, but the Bandits, again, they're so close here, and yet they trail 1-0. Let's see if they could figure out a way to get this thing tied. They have a few more seconds to kill, 40. Redirected in front as Keenan was flopping and flipping to try to get a puck that was redirected, and it was going nowhere near her, and it went out of danger, fortunately, for the Bandits. 20 seconds left on the penalty kill. kept in on the far side for a moment. Gate will bring it into the offensive zone with 13 seconds left on the power play. And now 1 minute left in the second period. Bandits are trailing 1-0. They've had the better of the play for almost the whole game. Another Whistler redirected over the crossbar. Now back to even strength. Centering feed, batted in front, swept away by Olivia Rothstein. They send it toward the back of the net. Now St. James buzzing. Gate centering feed. Somebody's got to get it. It's eventually loose. Camarada, an armada of Bandits. 2-on-1. Camarada wrist shot knocked away. Rothstein centers. Camarada missed it on the backhand. It just popped over the stick. Would have been something if she could have batted it in. She just got in the same break lane as Gabby Rothstein, so effectively it was a 1-on-1 and not really a 2 or a 3-on-1. Olivia Rothstein with time running down. Takes a wrist shot that's too high. Rizzo has it, sends it at the net, and it goes off the right pad of Neal as time expired. If that one had been redirected, or if Neal didn't kick it out, that would have counted. It would have been right at the buzzer. But that would have been a Rizzo special right there. And we end period 2 with St. James 1 and the Bandits 0. Shots on goal, 22 for the Bandits, 13 for St. James. 14-5 for the Bandits in that period, but despite outshooting the home team, it was St. James with the only goal, and they lead at 1-0. If you're just joining in, we are glad that you are checking it out. Sunday night hockey from Springfield, Virginia, as we press toward 9 p.m. Eastern time. Do the Bandits have a comeback in them? This period will help us determine that. Well, it won't help us, it will determine that. And they have started fast in many periods this season. They've been effective off of face-offs, but we've seen that happen both ways for the Bandits this season. Harper Keenan now guarding the goal to YouTube left. Alejandra Neal, she's been the star of the game so far with 22 saves and 22 shots, guarding the net on the right. Folia up front with Sperling and McSherry. Shoemaker, Gromick, and Scott on D. The puck is dropped and we are underway in the third, and St. James had 3 trying to break right in, and a big play by Logan Shoemaker Gromick to knock that away. That would have been one of those things. There's a lot of these plays that have happened right at the beginning of periods for and against the Bandits. Here's McSherry, tees one up. Neal sees it, kicks it away with the right pad. Folia tries to get through a couple. Sperling gets it down low, sends it to the near side corner. McSherry tries to center and feed, but there's a couple of St. James players there. Shoemaker Gromick got that one through traffic, but Neal saw it and got the left pad out. Rosenberg centers it, but it's knocked away by Folia, picked up by Bowers as she was hustling through. Sperling knocked it down for a moment. Folia pounds it forward and gets off for a change. Not a quick change over there, but quickly enough as they had a lot of time. Scott did just enough as McSherry's still out there. She was the only one who couldn't change. Sends it for Neal, who just swats it away. Battled for it down low. Spun around now. Gabby Rothstein, centering feed. It doesn't get through. Battaglia now with it. 13 versus 13. Gabby Rothstein tried to one-time it, just couldn't quite make the connection there. Bandits getting close. 25 shots now, but they haven't figured out Neal. They haven't gotten one past her, and they're going to have to get at least one if they want to walk out of here tonight in the first half of the back-to-back series at St. James. If they want to get any points, they're going to have to figure out how to solve Alejandra Neal. Here comes Camarada. She tees it up. She was 2-on-1 for a moment, but was swung wide. McNulty is there trailing. Camarada picks it off, has to wait, toes the line, walks in, tries to put pressure on, gets the shot off, and that'll draw the offensive zone face-off. 14:55 left, third period. 1-0 St. James. The Bandits in a deficit. Who is going to find the tying goal? Otterbein on the dot, Rizzo in the slot, Claus on the half boards at the right side. Venuto and Olivia Rothstein at the points. Venuto sends it off the face-off win, and there's a product of the St. James alignment that caused the Bandits to lose that possession right there. Batchelor lined up all the way on the opposite side, and Olivia Rothstein goes to play safety as Otterbein comes in, gets down low, backhander, big save by Neal with the left pad. Ava Otterbein nearly tied it up right there. It comes toward the point. Batchelor is going to pick it up, send it up the middle. Olivia Rothstein banks it off the boards for herself. Almost got it back to herself. Rizzo and Otterbein are battling for it. 2-on-1 coming in. Centering feed just a little too strong for Batchelor. Right through the middle, knocked away. Claus maybe got a piece, no icing. It's coming right down the middle. Claus the one in pursuit. Chipped up the near side boards. Otterbein sent forward for Sperling, a little too strong. Jamiliano moved it forward. She's had a few big shots from the point. Jessie Sperling uses the feet to kick it forward. She's 1-on-3. Getting a little help now from McSherry. Knocked it down with the skate. No trip there. Mia was just trying to dipsy doodle it. Folia and Bowers collide right there. Nothing unseemly though. Just hockey. As that puck was going wide, but Harper Keenan slides out to stop it, cover it, and stop play. The whistle sounds, and there's 13:22 left in the game. 1-0 St. James. The Rockets will get another shot at St. James tomorrow, but they don't want to wait until then. And Sherry was hoping that puck would sit down for her, but it's too much. Juice and goes out of play. Well, not out of play, down for the icing. To stop play. That took 6 seconds.
That's what I'm just gonna be thinking that in my head. I'm gonna spark at motherfuckers and being like, hey, bitches,
Off the face-off, Keenan hops out to just cover it up.
I swear to God, I'm going down.
They'll do it again. Folia and Bowers against each other. Picked up by Shoemaker Gromick. You get a good look at Logan Shoemaker Gromick. Dumps it for herself. She will hustle down. Folia will cover the point for her. Chipped up with a little too much air. Folia hustling back. She played defense last week in the game against the Islanders, and she finds herself in a defensive position for a shift. Sperling gets down low on the backhand, looking for somebody. Backhand shot. Neal makes the save. Loose in front still. Somebody get a stick on it. Knocked down low, trying to bat it, and they send it right at us. It's going to be an icing if it doesn't stop. It does stop. Shoemaker Gromick pursued it all the way. She sends it down and can't connect with McSherry. And after all that, the Bandits are going to be having to defend a defensive zone draw with 12:23 left in the third period. They trail 1-0. They've outshot St. James 27-14. But Alejandra Neal on the other end, number 70 in white, has stonewalled them. Harper Keenan has kept 14 out of 15 out. So she's kept it close. McNulty powers it forward into the bench. Like It was inside of the zone, but it goes out. I thought that puck should have probably been faced off inside the St. James zone. They send it right at us. Venuto curls around, gets tripped up over there. No call. Oh, and a nice catch by the coach. 5-star. Matthew Billman with the dexterity of a lizard. Grabs that fluttering puck. And maybe saved the light fixture just behind him. 11:45 left, period number 3. 1-0. St. James over the Bandits. St. James in the white jerseys, the Bandits in the dark ones. Is it going to be Izzy Camarada who gets the tying goal? 93. Chipped up the far side boards. Rothstein sends it to the middle. It goes on net as McNulty was trying to get that. In the NFL, that would have been pass interference. In hockey, it's just good play, bumping. Offensive zone draw. Otterbein on the dot, Bellin in the slot, Rizzo on the half boards on the far side. Scott at the left point, Shoemaker Gromick between the points. Otterbein wins it back to the point, but a little too strong for Scott, who sends it over to Shoemaker Gromick. Up the middle for Otterbein, didn't get it cleanly. It was brought back into the zone by St. James, so it would have been onside if Rizzo picked it up. Rizzo grabs it, she's 1-on-2, now 1-on-4. Fans on the shot, but Otterbein helps her out and sends it forward. Rizzo battling for it with Otterbein now. They had possession there for a moment, couldn't quite make the scoring chance where Bellin was trying to be in front. Shoemaker Gromick was hustling out to try to prevent that break. She did, and she eventually got the dump in. Rizzo versus Jamiliano. Jamiliano got there first. Gate had it, moved it forward. Otterbein. Scott over toward Rizzo. The defense play catch. Oh, Bellin was trying to jump in and pick that one off. Shoemaker Gromick forward for Bellin, who got a piece. It's onside, chipped up. Nicholson tried to get it out. Eventually she did. A few run into each other. Bellin clears the zone. Scott dumps it in. Bellin heads over for a change. And on jumps McSherry. Shoemaker Gromick keeps it in, sends it forward, but can't get it all the way in. Sells out with the body to keep it in, but Bowers is going to pick it up and send it down. Under 10 minutes left now in the game. Centering feed, it didn't get all the way through. Scott spins, turns, and sends it back the other way. McSherry along the near side wall. We can't get it out. Shoemaker Gromick seems like she's been out there for this shift forever. Sent down, whistle stops play. 9:37 left in the game. 1-0 St. James over the Bandits. 28-15 the shots for the Bandits. But they don't have any goals. If they could get just one, they'll change the complexion of the game immediately. Deftly on the face-off, Fernando Venuto picked it off. It's a 3-on-1, sent a little too strong for McSherry, but it works as a dump-in. Here's going to be a hit right there. Let's see if this is a 2-10. I think probably it'll just be a minor for roughing on Loftus. So Bridget Loftus, if they put a second player in the box, that's when you know it's a 2-10. Didn't look like it warranted a 2-10, but you never know. A 2-10 means a minor penalty for the infraction, but they also give a major penalty for the player. So the player would sit out 10 minutes and the team is penalized manpower in a typical 2-minute power play. Venuto between the points, sends it down low, batted away, comes to the near side wall. Big power play for the Bandits here. That one's sent out between Venuto's legs, but it's slow ice now. And Olivia Rothstein loses an edge over there. Picked up by Gate. Centering feed. Battaglia. Big save with the right pad by Keenan. Short-handed. She had to come up big. Maybe her biggest save of the game right there. Harper Keenan never lost her attention. And boy, that has kept it 1-0. She's kept her team within that striking distance precisely with that save, because that was another inch higher and it was going in. Venuto looking to get the wheels moving. She's going to gain the line of center in the offensive zone with the Bandits on a power play. Progress impeded. Folia backs it out. Sent to the near side wall right between Shoemaker-Gromick and Sperling. Chipped forward, but Bowers grabs it and sends it right back down. 50 seconds left in the power play for the Bandits. They haven't gotten it set up the way they want. Sperling, she's going to break in. Battaglia falls down. Sperling on the sharp angle. Hits the brakes, circles around, sends it to Venuto at the point. Back to Sperling off the half wall. Sperling and Venuto exchange. Venuto's going to try to take it to the house. She's in the corner. She marches at the net. Centering feed knocked away by the skates of Battaglia. Moved up, and it goes into the protective netting out of play. So the Bandits will have 24 seconds more of power play time, with Bridget Loftus in the box. Now that face-off outside of the zone, not sure why it's outside of the zone. It looked like it was sent out directly by a St. James player without a Bandit stick on it. Here is McNulty. Leaves it for Gabby Rothstein as the Bandits try to set up the power play. Scott's at the point, but Rothstein just walks right through. Wrist shot, and she scores! Gabby Rothstein with 7:32 left in the game nets a power play goal, and the Bandits forge a 1-1 tie. Rothstein walked it out from the far side. It looked like she was going to pass to the point. She got a little bit of freedom right there, went right between the two hash marks of the slot and beat Alejandra Neal above the shoulder to tie this game up and expire the final 9 seconds of the penalty. Now the Bandits have tied it up. Let's see if they can push ahead. That was shot number 30. That means with that shot, they've officially doubled up the shot total for St. James. Neal has been brilliant. She didn't have much of a chance on that one. Rothstein just sniped it. Shoemaker-Gromick. Bouncer, loose in front, swept away by Batchelor. Or rather, Jamiliano. 14, not 64. Far side wall. Battled for there. St. James trying to break out. McNulty and Camerata hustling back to turn a 2-on-1 into a 2-on-3. Rothstein looking to get another one. Gets the skates taken out by Pavko right there. It's going to be offside if she pushes it forward. Oh, collision at the line as the whistle stops play between Rosenberg and Camerata. Camerata had just turned. She wasn't even looking at Rosenberg. Didn't even know she was in. It's Yael Rosenberg. So they'll face it off just outside the zone. The Bandits have gotten into a 1-1 tie. Can they find the goal that will push them ahead? Otterbein up front with Claus and Rizzo, Venuto, and Olivia Rothstein on D. The defense on Saturday will start to get reinforcements as Morgan Kepler rejoins the lineup. Looking forward to that. Rizzo and Otterbein exchange. Claus down the middle. 1-on-2. Batchelor eventually picks it up after Battaglia makes the first play. St. James walking it in. Hill gets her shot blocked away by Olivia Rothstein. It's in somebody's skates. Rizzo had it for a moment. Venuto sends it around. Olivia Rothstein near side wall. Puck battle along the board. It's kind of hard for you to see. Obscured by the ref and the reflections. All that play in that spot where much of us can't see. Rizzo chips it away over to Claus. Back to Rizzo. Still getting it. Rizzo and Claus barreling through. Claus dumps it. Gets it down low. Battling now for the corner. She gets it all the way. She was 1-on-2 or 1-on-3. Annalise Claus got it around. And the Bandits get it now. They get out of the zone. Here comes Venuto, right down the middle. Wrist shot, and she scores! Fernanda Venuto! Obrigado, Fernanda! 5:18 left in the game, and she makes it 2-1 Bandits. Venuto picked it up in neutral ice. She marched in, and she beat Neal over the glove side shoulder to give the Bandits their first lead of the game with 5:18 left. So they strike on the power play with Gabby Rothstein. They strike at even strength with Venuto. And let's go all the way back, the play that led to the play that led to the play. Annalise Claus was 1-on-3. She and Rizzo just kept barreling the puck forward. Claus had it on the right side, outmanned, and she just pushed the puck forward to get it over the end line. Rizzo put the pressure. St. James had to just clear the puck. They cleared it out of the zone, but Shoemaker, Gromick, and Venuto, or rather Scott and Venuto, exchanged it right there. Venuto walked in with some open ice. So it's the play that leads to the play that leads to the play sometimes. And it doesn't show up in the score sheet, but when you roll back the video, you'll see it. It had to do with the forecheck right there. Battling and battling. Here's Mia McSherry. We'll dump it in. Try to get it to herself. Got a piece of it, and here's Shoemaker Gromick at the point. Banks it off the boards on the far side. These teams will meet again in a few hours, 10:30 Sunday morning Eastern time. Breakfast with the Bandits, and then you could go watch your NFL games. Boy, breakfast will taste a little better if the Bandits can hold on to this 2-1 lead that they've forged here with the tying goal by Gabby Rothstein on a power play midway through the third. And then Fernanda Venuto with the go-ahead goal shortly thereafter. Scott keeps it in. They finally get it out, but this has been one of the stories of the game where the Bandits they've just been able to get a lot of offensive zone possession, and that makes it hard for the other team to score. They're constantly playing on their heels, and St. James has had a lot of good run of the play here, but typically their chances have come kind of off the rush, not with a lot of possession in the offensive zone. And they do have 15 shots, but it's 32 for the Bandits. There's Olivia Rothstein. She's going to walk it right in, and she's going to tee it up, but it's blocked away by Jamiliano. Folia with the backup stick. She broke the first one earlier in the game. Venuto, she has it at the left point. She also has the go-ahead goal right now. If the Bandits keep the puck out of their own net, which Harper Keenan has done a great job of so far. Remember that save while they were shorthanded, as you get a great look here at Batchelor and McSherry. McSherry wins it. She's 2-on-4 and gets the puck down low. McNulty trying to come out the other side, forcing the play. Rushing it is Hill. Hill trying to take it all the way, but it's knocked away at the last moment by Olivia Rothstein. Batchelor picks it up, sends it to the one side. Now redirected in front. Batchelor got a piece. It was off the shot by Rosenberg, or was it somebody else? It was Gate. Here you see Hill again. She's going to skate it all the way in. Looking to get this game tied for her team, and the Bandits looking to keep that puck out of the net. Doesn't matter if they score anymore, they just have to keep them out. Here comes Gabby Rothstein. She's 2-on-4 with Izzy Camarada. Wrist shot goes wide. Neal lets it go. Camarada skating behind the offensive zone net. Regains it off the boards for herself. Got tripped up by a skate, not on purpose by Loftus. Just ran into her. Gabby Rothstein gets it now. She's been putting the pressure on. Gate had it, but Rothstein took it right back away from her. Rothstein down the middle. It's loose in front, and it goes in! Gabby Rothstein makes it 3-1 with 106 seconds left in the game. A backhander that just had eyes and found its way through Neal's pads. An innocent looking play, but Rothstein, she just stapled her name to first star of the game for that one. Folia breaks in off the face-off now with Otterbein. Otterbein down low, backhand loose in front, and that almost went in as we get down to 96 seconds left. Bandits now up 3-1. Not comfortable, but boy, they're real close. This is the way that you want to open it. They took a while to find the back of the net, but when they did, they got 3 in about a 6-minute span to turn it from a 1-goal deficit to a 3-1 lead, and now a minute 19 to kill off before they could put the W in the win column. Go back toward the hotel, maybe get something to eat, hit the sack, hit the showers maybe, hit the showers, hit the sack, and get up and do it all again. 10:30 a.m. Breakfast with the Bandits on RizzoVision before the NFL games. Don't forget to join us. That goal by Rothstein was a big one because if she hadn't put it in, there's a good chance that Alejandra Neal would have been heading to the bench for an extra attacker. Instead, they play it 5-on-5. Shoemaker-Gromick comes in. Wrist shot goes wide. Comes off the boards on the far side. Otterbein has it and just pounds it right toward the net. Neal kept it moving. Salem on the far side wall. Sperling over there. Otterbein now. Folia centering toward the middle. It comes out to Mandy Scott. She gets it and she'll just rag it back and play catch with Shoemaker-Gromick. 25 seconds left in the game. This one is going to go the Bandits' way. A gutty, gritty effort on a Saturday night. 4 to 5 hours in the car, in the rain, in a monsoon. They get here, they settle down. It took them a while, but once they figured it out, they made good. There's the final whistle and the final buzzer. That does it. The Bandits with a 3-1 victory, a character win early in the season over St. James. Gabby Rothstein with the first on the power play. Fernanda Venuto broke the tie shortly thereafter, and then Gabby Rothstein with an even strength goal to seal it with 1:46 left. Neal and Keenan lead the charge on the handshake line. Harper Keenan gets the win. They took the shots on goal off the board too quickly for me to even see what they were. I think it was about 33-15 by the time it was all over, 33-16. They will do it all again on Sunday. I believe it was Batchelor that was credited with the goal for St. James, but I'm not sure of that, so hopefully I got it right. There is Lexi Riley. She will be serving breakfast with the Bandits tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time in net. And I would imagine that Taylor Wilkerson would be the goaltender for St. James in that one if they do a typical tandem. And that's the way the Bandits do it. Usually Harper Keenan and Lexi Riley split the games 1-for-1. Some teams don't necessarily do it that way. Some teams have a goalie that plays the majority of the games and maybe sometimes a second goalie who doesn't have maybe as much experience gets spotted at different ways. So I'm not sure what St. James will do, but for the Bandits we expect Lexi Riley in there as Harper Keenan smiling, earning all those smiles. The turning point really maybe for the Bandits was they got a power play just after the midway point of the third period, and while shorthanded, Keenan made a big save with the right pad, and later in that power play, Gabby Rothstein was able to score to get the Bandits on the board, and that really turned it around. It opened the floodgates, and they were able to push 2 more in and earn the 3-1 victory. That's going to do it from beautiful St. James in Springfield, Virginia. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Bandits Girls Hockey on RizzoVision.